Bhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratise Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandha Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kancana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Bhaktya Vihina Parada Lakshay Kshiptascha Kamarita Rangamadhya Kripa Mayi Tvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Sharanaravinam Bhajami Radha Netram Smarami Radha Madhura Smitasyam Vadami Radham Karuna Varadram Tato Mamanyasti Tathapi Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, my Sasananda Pranam, thousand of times, Lord Sri Parama Sam Guru Para Padma Musti Para Padma Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Second of my Sasananda Pranam, thousand of times, Lord Sri Sri Rupani Gauri Guru Maharaj. Of my Sasananda Pranam, thousand of Vaishnava. Reading from Chapter 7, Shloka 27. Yesterday we heard the commentary of Sri Vishnu Chakravarti. Now here Sri Gurudev commentary on this verse. The verse is it, so goes, Ichcha Dvesha Samuddena Dvandva Mohena Bharata Sarva Bhutani Sammoham Sargayanti Parantava. O sign of Bharat, O Parantapa, at the time of creation all jivas enter into complete illusion, bewildered by the dualities of happiness and distress which are born of desire and hate. Prakashika Vritti. The jivas remain bereft of Parameshwar Gyan because they are deluded by Maya. At that time, being further bewildered by the delusion of duality arising from desire and hate, their aversion to Krishna becomes deeper. The reason for this is that the jiva in his pure state sees the eternal form of Bhagavan with his transcendental senses. However, the Baddha jiva in the material world is overpowered by avidya and remains bewildered by duality, which arises from desire and hate. At that time, he becomes bereft of vidvat pratiti, access to transcendence. Bhagavan becomes visible to the material eye of the jivas by yoga union with the chit shakti, by which he manifests his nitya sarup. Even then, such persons think that the sarup of Bhagavan is temporary. They do not have the proper knowledge to perceive him, because they are covered by Maya. This is their great misfortune. But it's only through yoga. Earlier we heard, yoga abhyas and adonsaya. One has to do yoga with abhyas. Constant cultivation of yoga. Without break actually. Then the fruit will come. It is through yoga that the jiva realizes the transcendental swarup of Bhagavan. And the ultimate process, the culmination of yoga is bhakti. In reality, the other earlier steps, processes of yoga like karma yoga and jnana yoga, they are powerless actually. They are not effective in realizing Bhagavan. One will have to actually take shelter of bhakti yoga. So in reality, whenever it is mentioned yoga, it's actually in the true sense, yoga means bhakti yoga. Yesham ananta gatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvanda mohanir mukta bhajante mam dridha vrataha. However, those pious persons whose sins have been eradicated become free from the bewilderment of duality and engage in my bhajan with firm determination. Bhavanavad. Who then has the adhikar to perform bhakti? In answer to this, Sri Bhagavan speaks this sloka beginning with the word Yesham. When one's sins are almost destroyed by pious activities, Sattva-gun rises within him and reduces Tama-gun and its effects, delusions. When he associates with my Bhakta, who is not overly attached to this world, his delusion decreases, and he engages in my bhajan by his own will. So Tama-gun leads to delusion. And
which number verse?
28, chapter 7. So Tama-gun leads to delusion, and Sattva-gun leads to detachment. And then when one is gives up these lower modes, then one's sukriti increases and one's bhajan may begin. One may begin to engage, look towards Krishna. Only those whose sins are completely destroyed by the practice of devotional service to me are completely free from delusion and perform my bhajan with great determination. Pious deeds alone are not the cause of bhakti. Sri Bhagavan says in Srimad-Bhagavatam 11:12-9, bhakti cannot be attained by a person endeavoring yoga, sankhya, dhan, vrata, tapasya, yajna, vairagya, and the study of sastra. Na sadhyati mam yoga, na sankham dharma uddhava, na swadhyayas tapasyago yata bhakti namurvitam. Krishna instructs Uddhava. One does not attain bhakti yoga simply by taking shelter of pious activities. This has been established in various ways. How does one achieve bhakti yoga? Bhakti only comes from a bhakta. Only by association of a devotee can one have bhakti. Without association it is impossible. Bhakti comes from the heart of the bhakta. Prakashika vritti. There are two ways in which the bhakta jivas attain one-pointedness in bhajan to Bhagavan. Firstly, a jiva who is bound by maya may by good fortune develop shraddha in hearing Harikatha in the association of devotees, although he is not yet performing bhakti to Krishna. Then by continuously hearing descriptions of his name, form and qualities, he becomes free from sins and anarthas and detached from worldliness. He develops nishtha towards Krishna and progressively enters ekantika bhakti. This is the true way. By coming in the association of sadhus, hearing the Harikatha, then automatically one will advance on the process of this bhakti. And ultimately come to the point of ekantika bhakti, that is Kevala Bhakti, Ananya Bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti, Uttama Bhakti. It's all synonymous for each other. Ekantika Bhakti, Kevala Bhakti, Ananya Bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti, Uttama Bhakti. All refer to the same kind of bhakti, that is pure, one-pointed, undivided devotion. In the second category are the jivas who have not completely renounced sense objects, but are also not excessively attached to them. When such jivas, by great fortune, attain the association of the Maharaj.Bhagavad, they engage in bhajan, and as a result all their sins, their attachment to sense enjoyment and their delusion are removed. And they also develop nishtha in bhajan. Having achieved such nishtha, they enter ekantika bhakti. The association of Mahapurushas, their mercy, and one's endeavor to perform bhajan are the only means to attaining bhakti. So regardless whether you are a householder, whether you are renounced, whichever way, you must enter into the association of the devotees, and association will enter your heart. This will be nishtha, then acts. This is action. Now once nishtha, we achieve nishtha, then we are entering into the realm of Shuddha Bhakti. Srila Bhakti Lord Thakur quotes Krishna as saying, "Hear from me how one can gain the adhikar to realize my nitya swarup." The asuras who are overpowered by sinful nature do not have such access. One who has completely eradicated his sins by performing many pious deeds and by following a regulated dharmic life, perform nishkam karma yoga in the beginning, then dhyan yoga, and finally one achieves samadhi by dhyan yoga. One only then is he able to realize my eternal Chit Tattva Shama Sundar form. This is like the long process, gradual progression of the jiva. From nishkam karma to dhyan yoga to dhyan yoga, then ultimately he is able to realize Bhagavan's form. That realization which comes by virtue of vidya, transcendental knowledge, is called vidvat pratiti. Only those who are endowed with this realization can gradually become free from Dvaita, duality, and Advaita, non-duality, and can engage in my bhajan with great determination. But then also you have what is called kripa. A jiva may come in, he may not have any adhikar, but he comes in the association of a pure devotee, Maharaj Vaishnava, and that Vaishnava steals his heart. He gives him mercy, gives him some shraddha, and he's able to very quickly progress. By the association, by the power of the association, he's able to quickly progress. Especially if that Vaishnava is a Braj-Rasik Vaishnava. Then greed enters in his heart and he will gallop through the stages. Plus all the way, even Nishta, he will come to the stage of Ruchi. So this galloping, this Raganuga Bhakti, this is described to be like going faster. Swami Maharaj gives the example, if you have a building, skyscraper, you can walk the stairs or you can take the elevator. Walking the stairs, how much? Imagine going 110 World Trade Center, over 110 floors high. Imagine walking 110 floors. You walk here 3-4 floors to the Prasadam hall, then you lost your breath. Imagine going 110 floors. It's like when we go on Brajmanda Parikrama, we go to see Kedarnath. Shivji is on top of the mountain. Then we have all these stairs. And we're walking up the stairs, and by the time you get to the top, then you have lost your breath. But how high is that? It is not even so high. So imagine walking 110 floors. It will take forever. There's no guarantee you'll even make it. But if you go in the elevator, then in 2-3 minutes you're on the top. So Raganuga Bhakti is like that. That Rag is has such purity, has such power, attraction power. It pulls the jiva towards Krishna very, very quickly. Guru said like galloping on a horse. One person is walking or running, but one person on a horse is going full speed. Night and day difference. So, but in reality we should know that even though it seems like the jiva, he progresses very quickly from nothing, but Bhagavatam describes that Aho Bhadasa Pachata Gariyam Yaji Bhagre Bhagde Nama Tukyam Tepustapus Juhu Shashu Arya Brahmancho Nama Grinanti Ete. It is seen that it is seen that even a dog eater is chanting the holy name. You see that on the tongue of a dog eater, in the mouth of a dog eater, the holy name is there dancing. Then we should understand that that person, he has performed all the conduct of the Aryans. Aho Bhadasa Pachata Gariyam Yaji Bhagavad Tepustapus Juhu Shashu Arya. He has done all tapasya, all charity. He visited all tirthas. He has done all austerities, all sadhana. Now, the fruit of all that is that now the holy name is dancing with his tongue. So the fact is that one has come into association indicates that in the previous life and one has already done so much sadhana, done so much tapasya, everything. That now again Krishna is arranging for that jiva to achieve this good association. But sometimes it may be completely mercy also. It may be, even though there is no samskar at all. By some chance, if someone comes into contact with the Maharaj-Bhagavad Vaishnava, or contact with Bhagavan, Bhakti and Bhajan, one will achieve uncountable sukriti. And by that sukriti one gets association, then one can enter into the path. So therefore we have kripa. Therefore we have in Bhagavad Gita, there are two kinds of samskar that lead to relishing bhakti rasa. One is called prapta and one is called adunika. Adunik means current, prapta means previous, ancient. So actually in Rupa Goswami defined, especially those who want to relish bhakti rasa, one has to have samskar of bhav bhakti. And that also has to be prapta, previous and also now, current. Then one can achieve prayer by which one can relish bhakti rasa. So, and also it is described in Bhagavad Chandika that there's two kinds of mercy. Bhagavad Prasada Gyam and Bhakta Prasada Gyam. One is mercy of Bhagavan himself, and one is mercy of his devotees. And then there it is also described that some mercy is in Bhakta Prasada Gyam, there's two, there's Prapta and Adun. Some is mercy received by Vaishnava in the previous life, and some mercy is received in this current life. Therefore, regardless of your situation, whether you have received mercy by Vaishnava in your previous life or not, now the Vaishnava is present, now try to receive that mercy. In this life, try to develop these samskaras. Try to receive this mercy. So by their mercy, everything is possible. Even in one lifetime, one can achieve Prema Bhakti. So their mercy is so powerful. It is so powerful that even this ocean of material existence is like water in the footprint of a car. Easily you can cross. So the general process is yes. Nishkam Karma Yoga, developing into Jnana Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, this is the yoga ladder process. But Bhakti, by the mercy of Vaishnava, if Shraddha is given and one enters into Bhakti Yoga directly, there's no need to perform these lower processes. It's like if someone has if someone has the adhikar to renounce, there's no need for him to go to Grihastha, Vanaprastha, all this brahmacharya to Grihastha, Vanaprastha, all this ashram. I mean, directly go from brahmacharya to sannyas. Stay in the tyagi ashram. No need to go through household. One has the adhikar by that. And Guru Vaishnava, they encourage, they determine this adhikar. So it's not the same for everybody. In other words, one doesn't have to enter into material life, household life. One can remain celibate and single and perform one's bhajan. This is also determined by Guru Vaishnava. They decide. But in general, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is recommend everyone in Kali Yuga should become Grihastha, should get married. This is the recommendation. But Gurudev said, but this is not for those who have adhikar for Bhakti. There are those who are nivritta tarsa, Upagiyya Manas, Bhava Shokta Manovirama, Bhava Kautama Shokta Gunanubana, Kumam Virajita Vinapasuknaha. Those who are nivritta tarsa, completely detached. By their association, this quality will come in you. Then one can enter the nivritti marg. There's no need to go to the pravritti marg. So, if Guru Vaishnava see any indication, any inclination for nivritti, they will fan that spark. They will encourage, yes. They know even if one day one remains detached and offers oneself to Krishna, then incalculable benefit is received. Therefore, the injunctions of scripture are there for all jivas, for all unlimited types of adhikars. So that doesn't mean those of a high adhikar have to engage in the activities of those with a low adhikar. This is not the meaning. The scripture is to be followed and understood under the guidance of the Vaishnavas. And according to your guna and karma, then you will have to act. Therefore, Chatur Varnam Maya Shrishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. Krishna says in the Gita, I have created Varnasham according to your quality and your karma, not according to your karma. According to how you act and how you show qualities, you should be placed in society. Yascharya Lakshanam Proktam Pumsa Varna Vedayakam. Yadanyatapi Dishyata, they said in the Bhagavatam, that according to one's activities, one should be placed in one's varna. Even if you are born in a different varna, but you show the qualities of another varna, you should be taken out of that varna, put into that new varna according to your qualities, nature. And this is truly how in ancient times varnashram was actually followed. The black and white, the general rule is yes, according to how you are born, you are in a certain varna, you have a certain adhikar, quality. According to your adhikar, you take birth. According to your karma, you take birth. So if you are born as Kshatriya, then you have a Kshatriya nature. If you are born as a Vaishya, you have Vaishya nature. And that karma, the body will come with that guna also. But it's not black and white, that's the point. You see, previous life samskars have to also be taken into account. Therefore, even in Brahman families, Rakshasas are born, like Ravan. Ravan is a Brahman. He is the son of Vishwashava Muni. Vishwashava Muni is the son of who? Pulasya Rishi, who is the son of Brahma himself. In other words, Ravan is who? He is the great grandson of Brahma. The son is Pulasya. He's the great-great-grandson of Brahma. So Brahma to Pulasya to Vishwasapa to Ravana. So, and we can see that also many of our great rishis and munis, they have no varna. Vasishtha Rishi, he is born from where? Urvasi, prostitute. This Gautam Rishi, he was born from a rabbit. Shringi Rishi from union with a deer. Kaushalya Rishi was born from a clay pot. Kashyap Rishi was from a clay pot. Valmiki Rishi was born from an ant hill. Vyasdev was written all our scriptures is Sudra, born from a fisher lady. Who else? There's so many rishis, you see that their heritage you cannot pinpoint. There's no connection to Brahmanical culture, Brahmanical relation to that. But still they are all the Brahmanas, they worship them and accept them as their head of their Gotra. They name their Gotra after them. I am Vasishtha Gotra, I am Maharaj.Bhagavad Gotra, I am Kashyap Gotra, this is my Gotra, this is my dynasty. So Varna and Ashram is traditionally based on, we see that birth is taken into account, but it is a strong indication of your nature. But previous samskars and association determine everything. And even though your body may have a specific nature, you cannot change that, but the nature of the Atma, that it becomes permanent and the nature of the body becomes temporary. Still you have to, according to your Varna, you have to act. Like if you're in a man's body, you cannot freely associate with a woman. If you're in a man's body, you cannot, even though you may be a gopi, oh I am gopi inside, you're thinking. Or you realize you're on the slope, you are Braj Gopi, or Palidasi of Radhika. But that does not mean that you can ignore your prarabdha karma, that is this body. You have to act according to the nature of the body. And that means you cannot freely associate with the opposite sex. It is like Maharaj was like Rupa and Sanatan, they were so humble they never went into the Jagannath temple. Because we said that we are associated with Muslims. Sanatana Goswami would not even walk on the same road as the Jagannath Pandit. He said, I don't want to contaminate them. My shadow touches them, then they'll have to take bath and fast for 3 days. Should be an offense. Why is it prarabdha karma? Even though they don't have prarabdha karma, they are actually eternal associates of the Lord, Mahaprabhu. But they are performing the leela of a sadhak. And the sadhak means one has this prarabdha karma. So based on that prarabdha karma, you have to act. But you have to follow social conventions, rules. But internally, every jiva has the right to do bhakti. Bhakti adhikar is for everyone, regardless of your birth, whether you are human birth even or animal birth. Hanuman is Vanar, Jambavan is a bear, Dhaku Kushundi is a crow, Surabi Mata is a cow. But Prahlad Maharaj is an Asur, Rakshasa, Asur Jati. There are so many, the Braj Gopi is there in a woman's body. There are so many, the body may be so different, but everyone has the adhikar to do bhakti. And that is the eternal swarup of the jiva, to do bhakti. So adhikar may change, but we act according to the adhikar of the Atma itself. And therefore, according to your Varna and Ashram, the Varna, the birth is an indication. So based on your karma, you will generally take birth, but it is not guaranteed. Like Maharaj.Bhagavad, he was born as a Kshatriya. He was supposed to be the king. He became the king. But the Brahmanas, they cursed him and killed him because he was such a sinful king. So, ultimately, guna and karma, your actions and your qualities prescribe which varna you should be in. Therefore, Gautam Rishi, he had one disciple called Satyakam Javala. This Satyakam Javala, his name before was, his name, but his mother was Javala. She was a low-born, low-caste lady. So, but Satyakam didn't have a father, because she was like prostitute. So, he went, this Satyakam Javala, he went to Gautam Rishi and said, I want to study the Vedas. I want to study. I want to join your Gurukul ashram. The Gautam Rishi said that, what is your caste? He said, I don't know my caste. You go ask your mother. Then he came to his mother. Mother, Gautam Rishi is asking, who is my father? He wants to know what he teaches me. Then she put her head down and said, actually I don't know because I had association with many men. You have many fathers. Then he went back and he ran back to, very innocently he ran back to this Lord of Rishi. Said, oh, Mahatmaji, my mother said that I have many fathers. She doesn't know who my father is. Then Satyakam, the Lord of Rishi was taken back. Oh, such a shameful thing, but you were speaking to me with such innocence and such enthusiasm. Honesty is the quality of Brahmana. Even though it's such a shameful thing, you've openly told. So, okay, go to the Ganga, take bath, come back, I'll teach you. Quality he was Brahmanical. Therefore, Gautam Rishi accepted him and taught him. Then he became the foremost disciple of Gautam Rishi. Satyakam, his name is famous as Satyakam Javala. Even though he was Sudra Jati, externally he was born of a prostitute, lady, low born. But because his quality was of a Brahman, he became topmost Brahman. So, therefore, the body, the Prarabdha may have so much low-born nature. Like basically anyone who is born out of India is called Antyaj, outcast. If you are born in a Muslim family, you are Yavana. So any Westerner, basically they are Antyaj, they are out of Varnashram. They are, those in Varnashram, they don't associate with Antyaj. But because of Bhakti, by taking some because of Bhakti, then one takes Diksha, then one becomes Dvija. That is Brahminical, twice born. Dvija, Dvi means two, Jam is Janma, twice born. Therefore in Kali Yuga they said that Janmane Jayate Sudra, Samskaran Bhagat Dvija, Veda Padat Bhagat Vipro, Brahma Jane Iti Brahmanaham. Everyone is born as Sudra in Kali Yuga, regardless whether you are in India or outside India, doesn't matter. Samskarat Bhagat Dvija. But if you take Samskar, Upanayana Samskar, Brahmanin, take Diksha, then you become a Dvija. Brahmin. Veda Padat Bhagat Vipro. If you study the Vedas, Shastra, then you become a Vipra. So it's another name for Brahmana. And Brahma Jana Iti Brahmana. One who knows Brahma, Parabrahma, he is real Brahman. Therefore, according to one's actions, if one takes Shabda Bhakti Yoga, then one becomes more worshipful than a Brahmana. Vaishnava is considered to be 1,000 times more worshipful than a Brahmana. Therefore, Jai Bajay Say Baro Abhakti Hinachar Krishna Bhajanana Jati Kuladi Vichar. Jai Bajay, he worships Say Baro, he is great. Swami Maharaj.Bhagavad always quote this verse. Abhakti Hinachar, doesn't matter you are how fallen, whatever your caste is. Krishna Bhajanana Jati Kuladi Vichar. There is no Jati Kul Vichar in Krishna Bhajan. Only Bhakti is the predominating factor. Therefore, in Jagadanma Bhakti Thakur says, how do we understand the seniority of anybody is based on how much bhakti they have. Sudras will determine seniority based on age. Who is the oldest in the village is the most senior. But in Varna, the Brahmanas they are the highest. And Sannyas is the highest ashram. It's all there, okay. We respect that. But the predominating, the most important factor is what? Bhakti. He who has devotion, he is great. Regardless of their age, their varna, ashram, whatever it is. We have to see the devotion. He who has the devotion, then he is given special honor and respect. And that is Rupa Goswami's definition. He said, Madhyamadikari is, how should you behave? He said, Krishneti yasya giridam manasar priyatam. Dikshasti chet pranati vischa vajantam isham. Shushushaya bhajana vingyam ananya manya nindari shunyam hidam etsita sangalabhyam. If someone has chanted the holy name once, you recite them in your mind. Someone has taken Diksha and fully surrendered, offer your Dandavat to him. And someone who is free from the tendency to criticize, offer your life to him. A Kanishta, he cannot really follow this verse. He cannot recognize who is a Vaishnava, who is a non-Vaishnava. He thinks himself to be a Vaishnava. He only respects his Guru and respects Thakurji. But he doesn't serve the Vaishnava like he serves Thakurji and Guru. See, when we're saying respect, it doesn't mean, respect means service actually. Madhyamadikari, he recognizes that Vaishnavas are also worshipful like the Lord. And therefore he serves them along with the Lord. It's not a theoretical knowledge, a practical knowledge in the mind. Oh, I respect the Vaishnava. No, respect means service. It means practically you're serving the Vaishnava community. then he is a Madhyama Adhikari. Sharira Vaishnava Seva Nistar Paichakeva. If you give up this Vaishnava Seva, then how will you be helped? So Madhyama Adhikari, not only does he respect Vaishnava, he respects it by his service. There's the difference. But the Kanishta, he may externally respect, but he never serves the Vaishnava. He doesn't have that karma. He has only so much energy, so much love, and he offers all that to Guru. He doesn't realize that those who are near and dear to Guru, if I want to come close to Sri Guru, I should also respect him certainly. So, but ultimately, it doesn't mean that you try to please all the Vaishnavas. You think, oh, now I'm serving Gurudev. Madhyama Adhikari will not try to please all the Vaishnavas. I think this is now I'm serving my Guru. No. Rather, he'll please his Gurudev. And this will be service to the Vaishnavas. In other words, he'll serve Vaishnavas, but ultimately, the pleasure, whether his Guru is pleased or not, this is the main factor. If his Guru is pleased with that service, he will do it. If his Guru is not pleased with it, then he won't do it. In other words, he respects all the Vaishnavas and he serves them according to the desire of Sri Guru, not independently. And then, in this way, Guru remains pleased. If one thing, oh, I should please all the Vaishnavas, then one is going this temple, this association, that association, this Guru, this Vaishnava, that Vaishnava. And all these Vaishnavas have no relationship with your Guru, then how are you one-pointed? Then again, this is all kichari. Then you are not this is not true Madhyama Adhikari also. This is also sentimentalism. Madhyama Adhikari will be one-pointed to his Guru. And he'll serve the Vaishnava community under the guidance of his Guru. He understands the need for Vaishnava Seva, and he understands that his Guru is also always serving the Vaishnavas, and he assists his Gurudev in serving the Vaishnavas. That is the thing. We don't realize it, but actually the Vaishnavas here, they're serving all of us. Providing this facility, providing all this beautiful Mahaprasadam. Most importantly, giving the sweet Harikatha, by which is nourishing our soul. All this, they are engaging us. They are called Panchatattva, Radha Gareji, Lalita Vishaka here, engaging us in their service. Why they have to do all these things? They're doing it for our benefit, for our help for us. They wanted they could be residing like the Goswamis under a tree every day because moving. Kabe Gaura Vani, Suraj Dhoni Tate, Ha Radhe Ha Krishna Bole. Kandiya Behavo, Neha Sukha Chari, Nana Radha Tharu Tale. When will that day come? Kabe Gaura Vani, Suraj Dhoni. When on the bank of the Ganga, in the forest of Gaur Bandhav, Navadip. I'll be chanting the name Ha Radhe Ha Krishna. I'll be moving here and there, whipping. Deha Sukachari, forgetting my own happiness of my own body. Nana Mata Tarudana, and I'll reside under a different tree every night. This is called Siddhi Lalasa. Bhakti Thakur has prayed. He is hankering for this kind of day. When will this day come? This is what the Vaishnavas they want. But for our sakes, for the service of our Guru Varga, our Gurudev, for Mahaprabhu's sake, for Mahaprabhu's service, to please them, they are situating themselves in one place. They have erected all this facility and they are associating, giving us their association. They don't have to, but they're doing it for us. The mercy of the Jivas, so that we can progress, we can make some advancement. So, this is the causeless mercy of the Vaishnavas. We can really understand how they are actually, in this way they are serving us always. Therefore, Madhyama Adhikari, he will also understand that the Vaishnava performing Vaishnava Seva, I should also must perform Vaishnava Seva. If Bhagavan is to be happy, like in the West they say, love me, love my dog. You want to love Bhagavan, then you have to love his parikars. You have to serve his associates. You cannot just serve, you try to serve Bhagavan alone and then Nirvishesha Brahma. If he is alone, he has nothing, he has no sarup, no identity, nothing. That is impersonalism. You want to love Bhagavan, you have to love his Dham, Vrindavana, the Braj Gopis, the Braj Vasis, everybody. And you have to serve them. Therefore, as we progress in Bhakti, as someone they get mature, then we realize the importance of performing Vaishnava Seva. Not only do we respect all Vaishnavas, but we respect them from the core of our heart. Really, in the true sense, we respect them in the sense that we engage in service also. Gurudev said that one should respect one's Godfather equally like one respect for Guru. This is the test. So, do you have That respect the monks. So this is the difference between Kanishta and Madhyam. Then ultimately Uttam. So Rupa Goswami is describing through Madhyam Adhikara how you should respect all other Vaishnavas. Krishna Yasya Giri Tatmanasar Priyatam. And this instruction in this verse is for Madhyam Adhikari. And therefore he respects all Vaishnavas. He is able to recognize their position and he is able to serve them. Uttam Adhikari, if he wishes to remain hidden, then even a Madhyam cannot recognize him. Uttam can only be served and associated with when he decides to reveal himself, when he desires to give his association. Same with Bhagavan. One cannot serve Bhagavan till he manifests himself. Therefore, Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labdhya. Na Merana Bahunushrutena Yam Evasa Vinatena Labdhya Tasya Atma Virunate Tanusam. Tanusam Swami, when he himself decides to manifest himself, then it's possible you can serve him and realize him. So the Vaishnavas are like that also. Unless they give, therefore Sadhu Sangha should also be always be Svajadya Asha Snigdha. Snigdha means they should be affectionately disposed towards you. If they're not affectionate towards you, they don't give their association, they cannot approach you. You cannot approach them, and that association is useless. They may be the greatest Mahabhagavad. But if they're hiding away, they're keeping themselves distant from you, then you cannot achieve any benefit from them. Of course, there is darsana pavitra karo etamanagun. By your darshan, I will become purified. But if you want to gain bhakti, only by association this bhakti can be achieved. There is no other way. So, the mercy of a Vaishnava is essential. And this is the true means how we can actually progress on this path of bhakti. And this is the fastest and the most quick and direct way to realizing Bhagavan. Shloka 29. Jara marana mokshaya mam ashritya tantiyate brahmata vidu kritsnam adhyatmam karma chakilam. Those who strive for liberation from old age and death by taking refuge of me attain knowledge of Brahma, of the pure constitutional nature of Jiva, and an understanding of the principle of karma, which is the cause of their bondage to the material world. So those who approach Bhagavan for refuge, take his refuge, be delivered from old age and this and that, and want liberation. If rightly they attain knowledge of Brahma, Atma, they understand what is karma, all this tattva gyan will come. But sambandha gyan will not come. Sambandha with Bhagavan will only come through Bhakta. And this tattva gyan will only lead you to Tatpadatta gyan, Pampadatta gyan, Jiva Brahma Iti gyan. Three kinds of gyan. One is knowledge of Jiva, oneness of Jiva and Brahma. One is knowledge of Atma, one is knowledge of Bhagavan. Therefore, Brahma said, Jnana Prajas Mudha Pasana Mantara. Give up all endeavors for Jnana. Just engage yourself day and night in hearing, chanting, remembering, glorifying the Lord. Ultimately, we don't want this kind of Jnana, we want Sambandha Jnana, relationship. Now, if knowledge doesn't lead to relationship, then knowledge is useless. If knowledge doesn't lead to humility, which is the prerequisite for awakening prema, then that knowledge is useless. If knowledge makes you proud, then you have become an ass, you have become a donkey, carrying this burden of this knowledge on you. But you are unable to get the true fruits of that knowledge, which is humility. Someone who is really knowledgeable, he is always humble. And someone who is proud, he has no knowledge at all. He has not realized the true fruit of knowledge. Bhavanubhava. Sri Bhagavan said earlier that all Sakam Bhaktas, such as the distressed, become perfect by performing his bhajan. Others, however, worship the devas, will degrade themselves and remain in the material world. In saying this, Bhagavan is also referring to those who are unqualified to perform his bhajan. Here in this sloka beginning with Jara, Sri Bhagavan is speaking about the fourth type of Sakam Bhakta. Those yogis who endeavor to stop the cycle of old age and death and who worship me with a desire for moksha are, by the influence of my bhakti, eventually able to attain full understanding of Brahma. That is my eternal, beautiful, Shyamasundar form. Adhyatma, the complete self, or the jiva who possesses a body and exists in it as an enjoyer, and the principle of karma, that is how the jivas enter this material world. So those who have taken to the process of yoga, this yoga ladder, and they desire to be free from this old age, disease and death, desire liberation, then all this knowledge comes to them. Knowledge of this material world, knowledge of the soul, knowledge of Brahma. This is how they will be able to become liberated. If you have no knowledge of karma, then you will engage in karma, for sure. This is a natural inclination. The senses will naturally go to the sense objects. But if you have an understanding of the soul, an understanding of what is karma, then by this discrimination you can abstain from engaging in sinful activities, abstain from engaging in karma. You can perform nishkam karma, you can act in a detached manner. But without knowledge, without tattva jnana, how will you act in this way? You'll be an enjoyer, like an animal. Animals are not detached. Put a banana in front of a monkey, he'll eat it. He cannot control, he cannot say no. Unless his stomach is full, then he may reject. But if he's hungry, he will eat it 1,000 times out of 1,000 times. For sure. But the jiva who has tattva jnana, who has some discrimination, then he can decide, no, I'm performing austerity. I will not engage in selfish activities. I'll be detached. I'll do everything as an offering to the Lord. He will act in a discriminative way. This is the fruit of this discrimination, this knowledge. This will lead to liberation. Prakashika Vritti. Bhagavan first explained the first three types of sakam bhaktas, such as the distress. They initially perform my bhajan in order to attain their desired goals. After they have attained these goals and understood that they are actually miserable and degrading, they become detached from them. So you enjoy, but then you realize, oh, there's no happiness in this. Then one becomes detached. When he's doing bhajan, I want a kingdom greater than my great grandfather Brahma, like Dhruva. Once he got the kingdom, he didn't want it anymore. So many different types of enjoyment may come, but one realizes actually there's no happiness. The happiness is in Bhagavad Bhajan. Finally, by taking sadhu sangha, they become successful to attain my ekantika bhakti. So, ekantika bhakti, one attains pure bhakti through the process of sadhu sangha. But first, you'll have to become detached. Give up your material desires. If you have so many material desires and you come to bhakti to do the desires, then all your fruit of your bhakti will go to fulfilling those desires. You won't be able to enter into Shuddha bhakti. It's like you're eating so much food, but if you have worms in your stomach, then what's happening? All the worms are eating your food. You're always hungry. Like tapeworm. Tapeworm you get from eating fish or from bad water. I think, yes. So what happens is the worm that goes into your stomach, it begins to grow. It grows, very, very long. And everything you eat is eating, and it's growing and growing. And eventually it grows so long that actually in the night time it comes out of your mouth or comes out from your ears. And then you have to pull it out and the whole thing. And then you have to kill the worm before that. Taking neem powder and things that you can destroy it. So if you have material desires, then what happens? You do bhakti, but the worm, all these desires, you're fulfilling your desires. All the benefit of your bhakti is going, fulfilling your material desires. Therefore you make no advancement in your bhakti. And if you do not lament, do not repent, then those desires become stronger. The worm will grow. The desires will become more big. Ultimately, they'll come out. Means your true nature will come out and you'll leave your devotion and you'll go and do so many other things. So one has to be careful that one should give up this anyavilash. And if not, then one should always try to be sincere, recognize, I have some weakness. I have some material desire. And pray always. May I give it up. Praying always to give it up. Always lamenting. One fails. And one has failed to abstain from one's material desires. And one always praying and lamenting. And trying, always giving. One falls down, he's always picking himself up. Not that you fall into the stool and then you lay there like a pig. Enjoying it. No. The devotee he's always lamenting, always trying. Then gradually he will become purified. So here finally said that in the present shloka, Bhagavan is explaining the fourth type of bhakti, namely the sakam bhakti who desires moksha. When such sakam bhaktis achieve the association of my Shuddha bhaktas, they lose their desire to attain Brahma Sayuja and focus on becoming situated in their pure constitutional form as the servants of Bhagavan. These sakam jnani bhaktas are real mumukshus, persons who desire moksha. Only such Brahma Buddha jnani bhaktas who have attained the nature of Brahma completely understand Brahma Tattva, Adhyatma Tattva and Karma Tattva and attain Pada Bhakti. So today is Ekadashi, Bandhav Ekadashi. So if I asked the Vaishnava, I said, oh, today is Nirjala Ekadashi. Yes, don't take water. But lassi, kashu and all these things, you can take. Nirjala means no water. Don't take water today, but all these Mahaprasad you take. So in other words, the Vaishnava said, oh, you're cooking with so much love, so he's saying, you honor this Mahaprasad. Ultimately, this is also, he's also testing, saying, maybe, what is your desire? So, according to your adhikar, of course, you will act. So we're respecting anyhow, we respect Ekadashi daily, whether we are doing Nirjal, whether we are honoring Prasad, we try to remember her Lotus feet, pray to her, and beg for her mercy that we may sincerely be able to follow this teaching. Gaur Vimanande Hari Hari Bo Jai Shri Guru Pad Padma Ki Jai Guru Parampara Ki Jai Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai Swaparshada Gaur Hari Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Sankirtan Kari Bhakta Vinda Ki Jai Pandava Nirjala Kari Siddhi Ki Jai Deepanagari Bhakta Vinda Ki Jai Nandavati Vaishta Vinda Ki Jai Samavati Bhakta Vinda Ki Jai Jai Nitai Gaur Vimanande Hari Hari Bo